Hello and welcome back to the TorontoWebsiteDeveloper.com. I am Peter Jaworski, the Toronto Website Developer specializing in Drupal. And in this video tutorial, we're going to take a look at Drupal's forums, specifically the Advanced Forum module and the Author Pane module that will allow you to take your forums to the next level. Both of these modules combined, along with views and chaos tools, provide a little bit more functionality and a little bit of a cooler look for your forums. They take them from your basic Drupal forum to a next level that looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit crisper. So let's dive right into it. When you go over to drupal.org/project/advanced, as you'll see I've got right here, it's not actually my URL, that's just what I've typed out, and that should be forum. When you go over there, you can download the Advanced Forum module, and one of the things that they tell you to do before you actually set up your Advanced Forum is to set up forums themselves. So we're going to do that, walk right through it. Pretty quick, pretty simple. But first thing you're going to do is enable the forum module out of Drupal core. So now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and hit forum. The other thing that we want to do is we want to enable statistics. So you'll see I've already got it checked off. Make sure that that's checked off for you as well. Advanced Forum module will make use of that. You'll notice I've already got views and views UI. You're going to want to get those as well as chaos tools when you get the Advanced Forum module. Great. So with that, we're going to go over to structure. We're going to go into forums and settings. One thing I didn't mention is if you haven't watched my other previous video tutorials, you'll know that I always install the admin menu. So that's what this is up here. Great module, and I definitely recommend it for all your projects. So going into forum settings, the hot topic threshold. Ours is going to be a new forum, so we're not going to expect that much activity. So we're going to put this as the 5. What this means is that once we have 5 posts, it's identified as a hot topic. So topics per page, we're just going to keep that down to 10 as a minimum, and we want the newest to be first, so we'll go ahead and save that configuration. Next thing we want to do, because forums are actually based on a content type and using comments, what we're going to do is go into our actual content type forum topic, and we're going to configure the comments. Just make sure that they're set up properly. So you'll see here, I've got open commenting, I want threaded, comments per page, we'll keep it at 10. If you have an active site, you can go higher than that. I just want to make it seem like I've got a lot of content going on. So if I've got 10 per page, if I got 30, I got a 3-pager type thing. Comment title, got that checked off just because it's very annoying. No one really uses it that I've ever seen. And the other thing is preview comment. I'm going to actually put that on. Well, I'll leave it as optional. Just don't keep it as required because it's obviously pretty annoying for users. So there we go. Now that we've got that set up, we can go to our home page here, and I can go into my forums. And you'll see that I've got my general forum here. It's pretty plain. It's right out of the box from Drupal. Not that we're bashing Drupal or anything like that, but leaves a lot to be desired. So before we actually install the Advanced Forum module, one thing I should have shown you is let's just make sure that we set up a role. Not sure how you're going to use your forums, but always a good idea to have roles in the event that you're doing some complex things on your site. So I'm just going to add a forum user. And then with that, I'm also going to go over into my people, and I believe it's under account settings. Just going to make sure that they have the option to use a picture. So we have pictures and we have signatures. Again, those are good for your forums, so just make sure you have those checked off. Allows people to personalize kind of their message. So we would hit save configuration, but no need to as they're already set up that way. Now the last thing we want to do is just check out the permissions. There are a few things that we're going to want to make sure here. So just scrolling down, comments, again, because we're based on the comment module. Make sure view comments, I have that as anonymous and authenticated users. Post comments, same thing, my forums are open. If your forums aren't open, you could take off anonymous, take off authenticated, and just have your forum user, which is what we just created. This column here is just my administrator. So my forums are going to be open. Skip comment approval, only authenticated users, and edit own comments, only authenticated users. Also want to check out down in the user. So here, view user profiles, because we're going to have a forum, I'm going to enable that so that users can check each other out, contact each other, if we added that capability to do so. So I would save my permissions, and we're good to go there. So with that set up, let's go ahead and we'll enable the Advanced Forum module to take our forums to the next level. So as I mentioned, drupal.org/project/advanced_forum. So when you do that, you're going to need chaos tools. So go ahead and get chaos tools, get views. You see I have Advanced Forum, and I'm also going to enable the author pane. I'll show you how to configure that one as well. Pretty neat little module. It just, again, takes your forms to the next levels and adds a little professional touch. Great, so with that installed, let's go over to configuration. We're going to go into content authoring, and you'll see we have the advanced forum setup page here now. Great, so you see here that the advanced forum module actually comes with the ability for you to style the forum from within the configuration page. So you see here we got Blue Lagoon, we got Cloudless Sky, Naked, Silver Bells. I encourage you to try them all out. We're going to leave ours as Blue Lagoon, but the cool thing about this is you can actually take the TPL files that come with the advanced forum module, copy them over into your theme, and then customize them as you want to. The same thing with the CSS files. So the CSS in the advanced forum module is actually configured such that your style.css loads after the advanced forum module. So you can put in any CSS you want and it will override that comes with the advanced forum module. So 2 ways to customize there, and obviously you can go even further if you'd like to. But once we have that, you can look at the node types to style here. Again, if you have multiple content types that are all associated with your forum, you would choose those. I only have the forum topic, so that's why I'm leaving that there. Again, style nodes here, if you want to display them as teasers, we're not going to do that, but if you were just displaying teasers, that's where you would want to select that off. We only want to have our formed pages attached, so styled, so that's where the term comes in. Forms actually built on taxonomy, so that's what that's referencing there. Style all comments like forum replies. We're actually going to have separate comments on our site that are not going to be applicable to the forum, so we don't want to do that. Don't want to confuse users. So the tab for the forum view page and the tab for the included views, you'll see them when we go back to our forum's actual homepage. There's a number of different view tabs that are there, so that's coming down there. User picture preset, if we wanted to have thumbnails for a user picture preset, that's what we choose there. And that's pretty much it. Actually, last thing I want to do is I want to have 0 for my title, for my characters displaying my titles, just because I'm going to be controlling my titles. And if I run into an issue, I can always come back and change this, but I just don't want my titles to be cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save on that configuration, and we'll be good to go. So now if we check this out, you'll see here, if you remember, we had that kind of blog looking forum before. Now we've got this new theme kind of forum going on. That's based upon what we selected in the advanced forum selection. And you'll see we also got a what's going on down here. So current active users, we have 1 user, 0 guests, right? So that's me. But there are actually 2 users on the site. These statistics are coming from the statistics module that we enabled. So again, we have 0 posts, topics, and the statistics also, when we go for reads, you'll see how many reads a person's had. So right now, these tabs, again, these are from the advanced setup, the advanced form setup that I showed you. I remember we mentioned, menu tabs for the views, so that's what those are. We can go throughout these different tabs. And we're not going to have anything active, right, because we don't have anything going on yet. Now, so looking at this, forms are actually based on taxonomies. So if we scroll up here, we look at structured taxonomy, you'll see that we have the forms vocabulary. And with that, that's what's going to control our actual forms. So if we went to structure, you'll see we have forms here. We can add a container. Container is actually this forms thing. This is a container. So if we added another container, we would have a separate actual section. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to add a container. And this container is going to be PHP. So we're going to have a general discussion on PHP. Right? So we're going to leave it as the root, and we'll go ahead and we'll hit save. Right? And so we have add container, add form. So let's go ahead and add form within PHP. So we're going to call this, I don't know, issues. Right? So issues related to PHP. And our parent is going to actually be PHP. So we'll go ahead and save. Right? So now when we go to our form, you'll see we still have forms, but now we have PHP, and we have the issues form within PHP. Right? So that's what we've gone ahead and we've created. And if we looked at our taxonomy form, and we went to check out the terms there, you'll see we have general discussion, PHP, and issues. Right? So that's how that works. So that's pretty much the advanced form module. If you wanted to get crazy and do some customization, you could go to views, and you can see all the specific views that the advanced form module provides you. So you'll see here, advanced form module comes with a bunch of different views, specifically, advanced form, active topics, topic list, new topics, unanswered. These are all those tabs that we saw at the beginning. If you wanted to go even crazier and created your own tab, maybe for a specific let's say user role. If you had some, I don't know, special users on your site, you just wanted to see specifically what they're talking about, you can go ahead and create that and add that as the menu itself. So that's the advanced form module, really in a nutshell. It's pretty basic, pretty standard to use right out of the box, but it definitely makes your forms a little bit nicer. So let's go ahead and we'll check out the author pane. So that's going to add us a block. So we're going to go structure blocks. And then if we scroll down here, we see that we have the author pane. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in the content first, and we'll save that. So with that saved, if you scroll down, we're going to go to actual configure, and we got to choose which node types we're going to show it on. So we're only going to show it on form topic, and we'll use the thumbnail for the picture preset. I actually don't have a user picture set up, but you'd want to use that if you're going to use your user images. So with that saved, let's go to our actual forms. And we'll go into our general discussion here. We're going to have a new topic. So new topic, how great are these tutorials? Looking for some feedback on these tutorials. What do people think? Right? So we go ahead and we can save. So there we go. So you'll see here on the left, we have the author information, my actual name, the fact that I'm online, when I was last seen, and when I joined the site. Right? So that's the author pane. Again, pretty neat. So if we switched over to our other user here, right? So they see specifically who started this and kind of what's going on, right? Pretty neat. Again, it's just something that takes your forms to the next level, adds a little bit more functionality, and if I had an image here, you'd see that image as well. So that's it. That's the advanced form module. That's the author pane. I hope this helps out. I know when I was first starting to use forms, it's not that they're too tough. It's just that there's a number of different things kind of going on, and it can be tricky kind of getting them under your belt at the start. So hope this helps. If you have any questions, please, as always, leave a comment on TorontoWebsiteDeveloper.com. I know some people have been using the YouTube comments and other sites. It's just tough for me to monitor all those different sites. So if you have any questions, please come to my site. The comments are where to go. I have been getting a lot of spam comments, so I've been deleting those. So if I mistakenly delete yours, please just shoot me an email and let me know. But other than that, we'll see you soon with the next video tutorial. Thanks very much for watching.